Well, for 2 of the last 3 weeks, we've had the playoffs delayed, not once but twice because of unexpected guests. But this time around, that shall not be a problem because it's time! It is time for the Super Bowl. So I'll just get right into the matchup part, and I'm just going to wait for a few moments for our audience to come on in, including our man True. How are you doing? Okay, let me just double check to make sure that those on Discord got it. Okay. And let me just get one more thing. But anyway, how's everyone doing today? I had a nice I had a nice breakfast at Black Bear Diner. Not often I get to go there, but it was awesome though. Well, Jose, you can just relax, as it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys at the Packers, or the Packers have the high seed going into the Super Bowl. But that being said, hey, how's it going, Patty? Are you ready to kick some butt? And while that's happening, I'm just going to set it up. So we got the Cowboys and and the Packers. And as far as overall, between the two teams, it is only separated by 1. So it's still anybody's game to win. Yeah. So, before we get that game started, I'm just going to I'm just going to ask, how are you feeling about, being in the Super Bowl in your debut season and with Kelly? Because you have Kelly with you. And then, of course, you're going up against Kelly's brother-in-law, Crimson Ninja, a.k.a. James Cleghorn. But you're also going up against I guess you could say your brother from another mother, Gregory Blakely, and Zach Walker. You feel great? I'm feeling good about this prime matchup. I mean, these are two teams that met in the NFL championships in 66 and 67, or for their respective seasons, rather. Because I understand that, both times the Packers beat the Cowboys in those games to advance to the first 2 Super Bowls and won those 2 Super Bowls. So there is history between these two teams, and of course they also had some history in the 90s. Especially when the Cowboys and the Packers were among the top teams. You had Troy Aikman at the helm for the Cowboys, and they had that dynasty. And then, of course, Brett Favre, he was at the top of his game, and he managed to win a championship, just after the Cowboys finished their dynasty years as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of history between these two. And while Green Bay and Dallas have since then kind of been at a standstill. I watched those. One was called the Snow Bowl. Actually, it was called the Ice Bowl, actually, because you had temperatures below 0, and then you had the frozen tundra. You had that, and so yeah, one of them was called the Ice Bowl, and you had so much great history between these two teams. Some great coaches along the way. I mean, you had Mike Holmgren, and then Lombardi. You also had Jimmy Johnson, and before that, the very first coach, Tom Landry. You have 2 legendary coaches on these 2 legendary franchises. So with that said, let me just get everybody else in. So, all right. But I just wanted to go over the history of some of these great teams, though. But yeah, it's them boys against the Packers. Absolutely. What did you think? Wow. What more can I say about it? I mean, you pretty much went in there and beat the hell out of each other, man. I mean, that's going to be a rivalry to. I don't know how you could top that, really, but I'm going to do my best to do so in Blue Toad Wrestling. But that's another time, another story for another time. Oh, right, I forgot to give the. But yeah, as more and more people come on in. But yeah, I thought that was a great battle, and I have a feeling that Patty enjoyed the show as well while I was watching NWA open the gate. Man, I mean, just the thought of this is going to be awesome. But of course, we all know that it's never played on paper. It is played on the field, or in this case, in this game. So, all right. All right, so there's Kelly. Let me get Crimson. Okay. I'm just wishing him the best of luck, Crimson Ninja, in his Super Bowl debut. Hey, Blaze Radio, how's it going, man? I'm so looking forward to the draft as we get closer and closer to it. Definitely look forward to that draft stream that you're going to be doing. Lombardi, Bart Starr, Carol Darrell. I've never heard of him. Paul Horning, Ray Nitschke. Yeah, those. Like Carol Darrell's kind of the one I don't remember the most from, but everybody else I do remember from watching America's Game, especially when they were talking about the first two Super Bowl champions, the Packers. All right, so now let me get. Not sure if I will do the draft stream or not, but I'm strongly considering it. Oh, okay, so it's not a done deal. Well, I get it. It's there's a lot of other factors to consider. I met Ray and got an autographed picture of him. Really? That's incredible. I might just remake my NFL arena and do a wrestling show and cover their draft twos. We will see. Oh, that's also another great idea. But this draft is way up in the air. Should be an interesting one. Yeah, there hasn't been like any surefire picks that you could think of, or at least that I could think of at this time. Okay. And then, who's the last person? Okay, that's it. Because the only person I'm not able to contact is Zach Walker, unfortunately, because I don't have a way to contact him. But other than that, that should take care of it. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, I need to get my pop-out chat. Let me do that really quick. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and even my place of work is looking forward to it, especially the young guys like myself and my coworkers like Alfred, Joe, and Adam. Like those guys are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, some people say it's the second most anticipated date besides other than the Super Bowl, really. But with that said, now that we got all the particulars out of the way, let's get into the game. All right. And of course, because it is the Super Bowl, we are going to increase it to 10 minutes a quarter. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Super Bowl. There we go. Everything else is taken care of. All right, cool. All right. I'll hit the button at the 12-minute mark, so this would be a good time to go get snacks and get drinks and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Tito? Welcome to the show. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, there is one other person I just remembered. So, as soon as the kickoff happens, I will stop and invite somebody. I forgot to invite this person. And also, speaking of one of the people that are invited, they made it to the Super Bowl, and that is Crushing Chaos Kelly Black, BMWF, or Crushing Kelly for short. KK, whatever you want to call her. But here it is, in SoFi Stadium. Game. There we go.
It's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football.
Absolutely beautiful stadium. And in spite of the fact that the Packers, have the high seed, they have elected, apparently, to wear their white uniforms, which means that Dallas will wear their blue ones.
From the NFC, the Green Bay Packers.
I really don't know. I will keep trying, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I mean, I knew what you mean, though. I knew what you meant. I definitely know what you mean by that. All right. So there you see some of the players. There's Patty Chase. Of course, her hair is tied in the back, so you couldn't see a portrait of her long, awesome hair. And plus, it's also tucked in the helmet too. I mean, I knew what you meant, though. All right, so once somebody receives the ball, I will then invite my special guest. Or guests, if you will. But even then, you don't have to. But if you want to, I'm going to invite said person. Anyway, there you see Ezekiel Elliott. Of course, this was before he left. And also, hey, what's up, Joshua James? Anyway, number 92 is Patty Chase, and she not only plays free safety, but she also returns kickoffs.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game
Here we go.
Back in Los Angeles, Super Bowl 56 underway.
Takes it out.
About the one.
And, well, doesn't get very far, but she gets to the 25, which is, you know, pretty standard. All right, so let me pause right there, and let me invite my guest, or guests. Let me do this really quick. So, another pause for you guys to... And again, you don't have to, but if I did invite you, you're more than welcome to join. You don't have to. Okay, now let's get back to our game. Sorry about that. And of course, the quarterback for the Packers, of course, the great Aaron Rodgers. I mean, what more can be said about him? Especially after coming off of back-to-back MVP seasons.
That he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
All right, so Green Bay starts off with it. Of course, Dallas does not have any star players on defense. Well, when I say star players, I'm talking about someone who is a created player on defense.
Rodgers now on first down.
Rodgers tries to find somebody. He gets out of the pocket and tries to run, but he doesn't get very far. He only gets 3 yards.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
All right, so 2nd and 7.
Here's Rodgers.
And what? Picked off! Wow, what a pickoff by Casey! I don't know how he did it, but great play by Devontae Casey to pick it off, and just like that, the Cowboys will take over. Not a good start for the Packers there. That's one of the things they got to do is take care of the ball. And if you're Dallas, you got to take advantage of turnovers when you get them. All right, so you have Prescott, and there you see James Clayborn, Mr. Crimson Ninja.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And Ezekiel actually doesn't even get gets a no gain. He doesn't even get anything. So great stop there by Scott.
And it'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Shotgun, it's Prescott.
Gets it off, but they don't get very many yards, though. I mean, of course, they have great field position by the fact that they got an interception.
Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun.
Hey, Clinton, what's up, man?
He's got a man.
Well, they do get the first down, does Dallas. And Clinton, if you're just coming in, as you come in, Green Bay started out with the ball, but then Casey for Dallas managed to get an interception, and nice catch there by Gregory. Of course, Gregory, big and strong enough, to at least get a couple more yards off of Patty Chase.
1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, of course I take that it's just a joke, but anyway.
It could turn into a big play with missed tackles.
All right, so 2nd and 6. Well, Dallas has a great opportunity to score first and draw blood, I should say, figuratively speaking. But right now, Patty is on defense.
2nd and 6.
Then, of course, Dallas has 3 star players on offense. You have the center, number 60, Zach Walker. Then you have Gregory Blakely, a.k.a. Dragonheart, number 83.
Because we asked them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
And then finally, Crimson Ninja, James Cleghorn, number 36.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Prescott, picked off! Picked off, and Amos. Wow, what a pickup by Amos, and just like that, we're back to square one.
Take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive.
Great interception there by Adrian Amos.
Starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And as I was talking about Dallas when they were last on defense, Green Bay has one offensive star, and that star is Crushing Kelly, the tight end.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
And no, that was not a good throw. Not a good throw there by Rodgers.
Too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
And then Clinton's like, yes.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And Aaron Jones, man, he was able to evade one tackle and get 9 yards on that, so that's a great run.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So it's 3rd and 1. Anyway, there you see Kelly, number 35.
Now Rodgers.
And they get the first down conversion for 5 yards. Such deep hatred in Clinton, says Gregory. Yeah, that is true.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was
well, so far both teams have committed turnovers in the form of interceptions. So far it's 1-1 in that department and 0-0 thus far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right now, Green Bay at the 30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams.
And, of course, he gets it to Davante Adams, who, of course, this was before he left to go to the Raiders.
I think defensively you're okay with
And
that.
TJ DM'd me.
But they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the
nice catch and a first down.
Every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And TJ DM'd me.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put
How did it feel, Gregory, to get tackled by me? Yeah, Patty is the free safety, and she tackled you.
That they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And, okay, that was not a good throw there by Rodgers. That's another bad throw.
A few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there.
Green Bay made a big mistake letting Adams I think you meant to say Adams go. Yeah, that's true. They made a huge mistake.
2nd and 10.
I've endured worse.
Rodgers with
They hand it off again.
Jones, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, this time they only get 2 on that one.
Defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye.
He wanted to leave. Okay, so they didn't so much let him go. They just let him go because he wanted to go. So it's not like, you know, so it's not like they just let him go or they released him. No, they just couldn't come to. They just couldn't get him to sign, that's all, and he just wanted to leave. And a sack onto Aaron Rodgers. So it was not their choice. It was let him go or he would sit. Yeah. And unfortunately, who was that? Well, unfortunately for Rodgers, that is. I cannot pronounce that young man's name, but a great job by Mr. 87 there.
You only have a certain amount of time.
Or was it? Oh, I'm sorry, number 97. My bad.
On this play, he took him to the limits.
Yeah, that is true. And also, hey, what's up, Jamar Games? All right, so they punted away.
This is taken at about the 14.
And they get it to the 21. Nice run there by Lamb, though. Adams gave Green Bay the finger.
First and 10.
Well, one day, Jamar, one day. I mean, JT Price and MB and John, they've been with us since the very beginning. And for JT, it took him 7 seasons to get to the Super Bowl. And for John, it took him 8 seasons to do it.
Thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing.
But you did pretty well to get as close as you did.
Do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in.
All right, so Dallas in possession at the 32.
Here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson: never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner.
And well, that was good. That was a good defensive sequence there to make Rodgers make a bad throw. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Rodgers. That was Prescott who threw it. My bad.
So now
I don't know why I said Rodgers, but
completion on first down. Now Prescott.
They get it up.
Here, complete to the tight end.
And they got it to who was that? That was Gregory with his his third catch actually. And he got it to within 32.
Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Prescott off play action.
A play action and another first down. And they get it to Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
All right, at the 45.
Play action now.
They fake the handoff. He's going to go for a long one. Oh, that could have been intercepted. He slightly overthrew it, and it could have been intercepted, but he couldn't hold on to it. But it's still incomplete all the same. 2nd and 10.
And hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So they'll come up after the incompletion.
But, man, that was so close to being intercepted, man. They hand it off. And Elliott just running over everybody.
At the 46.
And he gets it to 3rd and inches.
And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game.
And, yeah, they do, in fact, run it. They run it down the middle.
Things up for you.
And they get another first down. They keep the chains moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a bad play call on the part of the defense. I mean, yeah, you kind of had to anticipate some sort of trickery, but no, they just ran it down. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 40, past midfield.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Prescott, another completion.
Here, and that's complete.
And he got it to James Cleghorn, Crimson Ninja, whatever you want to call him.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers.
But yeah, Crimson Ninja doing pretty well. That was his first catch this game, but he's done pretty well throughout this whole postseason. Of course, you know, last time they got this far down as Dallas, they threw a pick. And they just cannot stop Elliott.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Of course, most of the teams that they went up against, they did not have a strong running game. Or, you know, but then you also had, you know, but some of them also threw picks too, so that also didn't help them when Green Bay faced them.
That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
And hello to Bella Lockjaw.
Here's Prescott.
Prescott, another completion, and he gets it to Amari Cooper. And now they're at the 5, 1st and goal.
He does reach the 5.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control.
I mean, of course, also great blocking on the part of Zach Walker,
and they've done so here.
number 60, the center. Center's done a great job, not just snapping the ball, but also blocking for Prescott. So, you know, at least Prescott has somebody to help him. But yeah, welcome to the show, Bella, and
he's going to press this one forward.
No, not quite a touchdown, but they get to the 1.
There at 2nd and goal. Defensively,
and Bella's like, I want to see a touchdown, and everybody says hello to Bella.
Maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising.
All right.
They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as
So
possible.
I kind of expect a run here, but let's see what happens here.
Allow you that opportunity.
Nope. He's going to go for a short pass. And what kind of throw was that?
It's incomplete.
That was a bad throw.
Denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl.
I'll tell you what, if Green Bay can somehow hold them to a field goal, it'll be nothing short of a miracle. But instead, it is a touchdown. And who caught it? Mr. Dragonheart himself, Gregory Blakely.
with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in the Super Bowl.
Nobody picked up Gregory, and Gregory gets himself a touchdown catch in the Super Bowl to put the Cowboys in the lead 6-0 already. But a great catch there by Blakely. I mean, this game is not over, though, by any stretch.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0.
And then Crushing Kelly's like, boo.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Good old-fashioned sport ball. Yeah, beautiful catch, though. But again, it's very early in the game. But now it's up to Green Bay to respond. I'm too much of a nerd to know anything about this stuff. Well,
now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And Patty's going to field it. Patty, gets a good return at the 28. Not a bad start there for Green Bay at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Rodgers gets a completion, and he gets a couple more yards after completing that pass. And Jones with an 18-yard reception. Great play there by Jones. I figured I'd swing by for a bit and see how you're doing. I'm doing pretty well. Again, you guys can do... I've often said this, but you guys can always check out RockHawk64 on Twitch. At RockHawk64. Yes, Patty is in this. I had to give like the likes of Patty and Crushing Kelly. I had to give them the Mulan treatment. So of course, every single created character is always going to be a dude. So all I had to do was try to okay, well, what would Crushing Kelly and Patty Chase look like if they were to don the helmet? Well, Jones does not get very far. In fact, he gets nothing on that run. So great stop there by Neal.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by the Mulan treatment. So Bella Lockjaw wants to be in this. All right. I'm going to add your name to the list. Because I have the likes of Shifty and Tito, and now I'll have you. Oh, sorry. Bella Lockjaw.
From the shotgun,
so they run it again, but this time they get a much better run off of that, so it's 3rd and 2.
Leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the
way. Some models do have long hair, and others not so much, but still.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive
the true secret to choose success.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Wait, will be called. Is that your? Is that like your friend or someone, or just your? How do I call it? Alter ego? Bryce Lawson.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick.
All right, so 4th and 2.
Holding them to no gain.
Yeah, they went for the run, but of course the Cowboys anticipated it. I mean, the Cowboys, they took out the last 2 Super Bowl champions in succession prior to the Super Bowl. They took out the Kansas City Chiefs, and then the following week, which was the last time we played on this game, was they took out the Tennessee Titans as well. It's a friend of Bella Lockjaw. Okay.
And no return here. Where will they spot
So
it?
they kick it away, and they'll have to start at the 23, as that's where they're going to mark it at.
The time to get another look.
Well, now Dallas is going to get another chance, and if you're Green Bay, you've got to find a way to stop them somehow.
7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And Elliott gets a run and another first down. So far, Dallas, I think Dallas, they want to go, they don't want to just, how do I put this? They don't want to be just America's team. They want to be a Super Bowl team. And for the Packers, they want to bring the Lombardi Trophy home. So that's really the storyline of this game. Also, I see Joker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
So Green Bay's going to have to make some sort of play or get a stop here somehow. They hand it off.
And he'll get this up to about
well, he gets 6 yards on that, so 2nd and 4.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other.
I mean, of course, Green Bay has been down before, so Green Bay has made comebacks before this season, so it's not over, though.
And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I'll catch you later, Mr. Toe. Oh, not a problem. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, man.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And they get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and Ezekiel pulling a little bit of Christian McCaffrey and
it looks like they're going to utilize the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So
who am I forgetting?
Defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover?
Oh yeah, and Marshall Faulk, like just pulling a Marshall Faulk, which is not just running the ball but also catching it and receiving and everything like that. So great play there by Elliott. Another run. Man, they cannot stop Elliott. This guy is a bowling ball, man.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. Elliott is just running roughshod on him. If the Packers are going to win this game, they got to find a way to stop Elliott. I mean, of course, they also have other weapons to go to, so it's not just stopping the run, but it's also,
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Well, this time they give it to Pollard, and Pollard also does not have any trouble running the ball down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him.
And Clinton just face-bombing. Anyway, there you see Patty Chase, number 92. Right now, Dallas at the 21. They hand it off again.
Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Another first down. This time, they take it to the 9, and it's 1st and goal.
Breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing,
Prescott trying to find somebody.
Steps away to his left.
Well, he gets all the way to the 1. I'll tell you one thing, Prescott also can run, baby.
On the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2 of their 3 red zone.
All right, so now it is 2nd and goal.
To reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Elliott.
And they hand it up. He gets in, standing up. Touchdown, Cowboys. And just like that, Dallas goes up 13-0.
I agree with you totally.
And Elliott just saying, keep feeding me the ball. But you also have to give some credit to Walker, number 60, Zach Walker, Jordan Walker, whatever you want to call him. He's also done a great job opening lanes for, Ezekiel Elliott. That's another reason why they have been successful, is that they have a center that can get the job done.
And it's good to make it 14.
Well, it's 14-0, but again, we all know that, nothing is safe.
So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown.
Gregory knows that.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Of course, on one hand, yes, someone is going to win their first Super Bowl. But on the other hand, someone has to lose. That's just the sad thing about, the Super Bowl is that someone is going to win and someone's going to lose.
Taking it about the 1.
All right, so now Patty takes it away. And Patty will get it to the 27.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense.
Right now, Aaron Rodgers has just not been. I don't know what's wrong with him, man.
Make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Well, now they're down 14-0.
With a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, what's up, Walter Johnson? And they get a quick one and a first down.
Able to get this one across the 35.
And they got it to Adams, I believe. And then Patty's like, do something, Rodgers.
Like basketball teams that don't normally press, you put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They hand it off. But the Dallas Cowboys, they anticipated the run, and they get a no gain on that one. So great tackle there by Neal.
I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much.
There you see number 94 Gregory, but no relation to Gregory Blakely.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They hand it again, but wow. They only get 1 yard on that one. Great tackle there by Van Der Esch, but man, Dallas is like they're on a mission. They want to win the Super Bowl.
His keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, they need this one. Does Green Bay? They get it.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And Jones, powers through a guy, and he manages to get a first down. Oh my goodness! Had he not gotten away from that first tackle, that would have been short of a first down. But he got past him, got the first down, and they keep the chains moving.
They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And great play there by Jones to just power his way through and just get enough to keep going. All right, so now they're at the 49-yard line past midway. Everybody's saying hello to Wally.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Rodgers, a completion.
Scantling over the middle.
Valdez-Scantling, that's a guy that needs to get some more reps if Green Bay's going to get back in this one. Yeah, absolutely. They need points. You see Crushing Kelly, number 35, but yeah, they got to get points somehow.
Tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open.
I mean, they still have all second half to get it done.
Just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window.
All right, so 5 yards on that run, so it's now a more manageable 2nd and 5.
On the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move.
Hey, Shifty, what's up? And Shifty, of course, we're going to see him next year.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. That's caught by Kelly.
And great catch there by Kelly. And, of course, while Kelly was unable to get the cut to get past Mr. by number 20, who was that who tackled him? Her. Oh, that was Lewis. Well, she wasn't able to get the angle on Lewis to get away, but Lewis had a tough time taking down Crushing Kelly. I mean, Crushing Kelly, you know, Crushing Kelly has, you know, developed her, you know, physique to where she's got muscles now. Oh, and a fake. Wow. Man, I mean, that might have worked had he just busted through, but because he was so slow, Dallas was able to catch up to him. It's the Super Bowl, yeah. Like, what kind of running was that, Rodgers? Well, I mean, come on, Rodgers. So it's 4th and 2. And, oh, we got a 2-minute warning here. Well, I'll tell you what, Crushing Kelly, if you guys lose, at least you know who to blame. I mean, he already threw a pick, did Rodgers. Oh, no, wait a minute. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for, well, let's see if they can get it.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
And they got it. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, they kind of needed to do it. I thought they were going to settle for 3, but no, they get the first down on a 4th down conversion. And people wonder why some Green Bay fans have issues with Rodgers. You know, it wasn't always like that, but yeah, lately Rodgers has just had his own issues, really. They get a completion, and that was only good for 4 yards. No, 3. But yeah, I can totally see that.
Down about the 21 or 22.
When he plays great, he's one of the best, but when he's not, he chokes really badly. Yeah. And trust me, Kelly's not the only one that has had problems with Rodgers in terms of his play. Like, I have an aunt, big Green Bay fan, and she just feels that, you know, Rodgers is just not going to get done like he once did.
Now Rodgers
gets the completion. Did they get enough yards, though? No, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection...
All right, so 3rd and 1.
...bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in...
Intercepted!
It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Vander Esch! Well, doesn't quite get the pick 6, but he gets all the way to the 29. Oh my gosh!
Preventing the touchdown after that interception.
I mean, first of all, great play there by Vander Esch, but where was Rodgers trying to throw it to? Well, whoever he was trying to throw it to, he didn't do it.
He shook that off and gave great.
I mean, the Cowboys are doing exactly what they intend to do, and that is take advantage of turnovers, get turnovers, take advantage of them. I'll tell you what, if Dallas doesn't win this game, it'll be nothing short of a miracle. I mean, really, Rodgers has a talented team that also includes Crushing Kelly and Patty.
Here's Prescott.
And Prescott trying to throw to somebody. I'm not sure why. Well, anyway, he gets it to Elliott, but
down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, so 2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on second.
So yeah, now besides just bagging on Rodgers, I mean, also you got to give credit to Van Der Esch because he read it perfectly. And wow, what a catch by Elliott! They almost intercepted that one. Yeah, we all know that it ain't over until it's over, but at the rate they're going, it may be very well over. But I don't want to. Then again, I don't want to speak too soon, though. But yeah, great catch there by Cooper. I mean, Cooper's also doing what he has to do.
And gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Prescott to throw it.
Prescott trying to find somebody. Well,
and that's incomplete.
Well, that was a good play there by number 55 to cause him to drop that.
They did a nice job accounting for everybody.
When it comes to the video game, it is over. AI coaches are dumb. Yeah, unfortunately that's the case. But even the team with the lead is also dumb too, so, you know, they could throw it away.
Second and goal.
But that also could have been intercepted too, so let's see what happens here.
To the air again, Prescott.
Prescott trying to find somebody, and he does.
It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys take a 20-0 lead over the Green Bay Packers, and with 34 seconds left to go in the first half, unless the Packers can make a run, I really do not like their chances, really. It's not impossible, but it's very improbable. But a great catch nonetheless by Amari Cooper.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Oh boy.
So that drive, 4 plays.
Incredible.
And it culminates in
I mean, I'll be honest, I really was hoping for a more closer game than this. You know, like last Super Bowl, I mean, it was between the Chiefs and Tampa Bay. But of course it featured Tom Brady, and but it ended up with the Chiefs ahead and winning it. So it was more cathartic, but this one,
now after the touchdown,
you know, turning into a rout, unfortunately. Yeah, Boise State players doing a great job there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Well, one thing that is that has stayed consistent is and I thought the AI in WWE was dumb. Yeah, unfortunately so. Well, Crushing Kelly, I have a feeling that well, right now you're out on the field, but Patty's gonna have to go get the table. Patty's gonna have to go get the table now. Well, if Green Bay can somehow score a touchdown, which is very unlikely, but if they do, they might have a chance. I don't know.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
He gets by one tackle, but not another.
The 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: if Prime Rodgers gets back in this, they'll need him now. Can put Rodgers through a table after the game.
To throw again on second down,
Rodgers throws it away. Probably could have ran it, but
showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, gets it.
To find Lazard.
He gets it to Lazard, and they will use a timeout.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I mean, I will answer Clinton's claim of if Dallas wins, the NFL will shut down. Clinton, you do realize in this universe that I own the NFL.
Rodgers gonna throw.
They get a completion and a first down, and they will use their last timeout. 6 seconds left.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
They might have enough time for one Hail Mary play. I mean, great play there by Randall Cobb, and
on now is Mason Crosby.
Oh no, wait a minute, they're going to go for a field goal.
As far as 58 in his career. This will be from
Why would you go for a field goal? And
that one's not going to get there.
What?
Not enough.
Come on, man.
Effort, but it's well short. And this score
why would you?
Right
wow. At least take a shot down the field for a touchdown. Why would you kick a field goal?
The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed,
well, I think the coach should also be put through the table too.
So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot,
well, now Dallas can either run a play or take the knee and go to the half.
Maybe you can get 6 out of it.
Either way, it's fine. No, they're going to run it.
Start the drive with Elliott. And this will be taken
well,
across
not a first down, but it doesn't even matter, as that's the end of the half.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime
21-0.
Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one is maybe not exactly
I should also mention one other thing.
Yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter.
I agree, Kelly. I agree, Kelly.
So let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Let me just get one thing. Because I got to remind you guys about like who's going to be in for like which teams will be featured for next season. So bear with me.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is Tony Pollard. And it's a good
wait, for a moment I thought he fumbled it, but no. Dallas will start off with it at the 29. I mean, if they score another touchdown, this is pretty much over.
To begin this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation.
I know a 2-year-old that can run faster than Rodgers. Yeah, apparently so.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because
you know what? I think I know exactly what you mean, Patty. I think I know that you are trying to say that Rodgers, quote, he has no pancake mix.
So plenty can still happen.
I'll let you think about that one. They hand it off. And Elliott, they can't even take him down. And this could be, I believe, touchdown Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott having himself a game of a lifetime here, folks. I was going to say career, but that would have been wrong.
Touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are starting to open things.
Yeah, and Ezekiel Elliott could run faster than Rodgers. He can probably cover more distance in 4 seconds than Rodgers could in 40 seconds.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28.
I might have to make a bonus stream, just to get the, just to get some, just to get the heat off of Patty and crushing Kelly. I might even just do that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
All right. And as a matter of fact, Patty can get to 23 yards in 2 seconds than Rodgers could.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Dallas, take out Rodgers so we can get a new QB. Wow.
Yeah, give him 4
so they're just begging Dallas to just take out Aaron Rodgers. That says a lot, man.
And start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All right.
Now it's Rodgers.
Well, they do get a completion finally, but I'm like, they really could have used it a couple of series ago.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Rodgers gets another completion. Well, now he's starting to wake up, but I'm like, where was that? Like, at the start of the game, man.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And a long pass and another completion.
Tackled there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play,
well,
I'm thinking about all the
again,
opportunities that
I cannot say this enough.
Game.
I really cannot.
Now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the
all
way
right.
they did on the last play.
Still
so,
in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on
so
the move.
next year, or next Madden season, we will have our draft, and it will feature the 10 teams that have the worst records in the NFL as of last season. These are all 10 teams are, yeah, as you can see, Clark is very pissed off. And why would he not be? I mean, Rodgers has just been fucking up. I'm sorry if I said it, but I had to. And his own squad, the defense couldn't stop him. So yeah, a lot of frustration going on between both sides of the ball on Green Bay.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Well, they get 5 yards on that completion, though. But anyway.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers.
Rodgers gets a throw off.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Nope, incomplete. He stepped out of bounds. Man, they just cannot get anything going. They got a good drive going, but they could not keep going.
Allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
All right, well, now they're going to go for another field goal this time. Kicks it.
And Crosby puts it through.
This time they finally break the scoreless drought, but it may be too little too late.
Deficit from 28 to 25.
Anyway, I just wanted to make the announcement for the next Madden season there. So those are the 10 teams that are being featured, so that means one of those 10 teams will win a Super Bowl. Yes, we're even giving the bottom feeders a chance to win a Super Bowl. You know, because I'm cool like that. So that means, Clinton, that you're not going to see Dallas the next season. So you won't even have to worry about that.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Now Pollard.
And now Pollard.
And they will wrangle it down.
Good run there by Pollard, though. So let me just get a thing of water, though.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house.
As far as the Cowboys are concerned, all they have to do is just run out the clock.
I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now
TFL. Yeah, I can.
So Prescott,
I would like that.
Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come. But still,
I don't know if you saw that, but Kelly was tapping Rodgers on the shoulder. Little does Rodgers know he's going to get put through a table.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
A play fake and a completion. Wow! Nice move there by Amari Cooper, but they only get it to midfield.
He's brought down after a very nice gain. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills.
Wow, and Cooper was able to do a spin move on Patty Chase. Just wow. A 3-point conversion for the Pack. Yeah, they managed to get 3 points finally.
It's been 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now this one to his tight,
which is very sad to think, because the kicker got more points than Rodgers.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots.
I mean, of course, don't be I probably wouldn't be too upset about it. I mean, this is Amari Cooper we're talking about. I'd probably miss him too if I was playing IRO against him or tried to cover him. Prescott, another completion. And to who else? Amari Cooper.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here.
And of course, the coach very upset with. I think really he should be upset with not just the defensive coordinator, but the offensive coordinator too. Although, actually, I think he really should just be upset with himself. Because I have no idea what happened to the Packers. Because the Packers, going into this game, I honestly thought that this was going to be a much more closer game than what this turned out to be. You know, of course, Patty came to play. Kelly came to play. Prescott trying to find somebody. And what? Intercepted! Well, anyway, nice tip interception there to Gary.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles. Getting the interception here.
I mean, it was tipped up. I mean, great concentration there by Rashawn Gary.
They haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So yeah, I will give it to them. Give Gary a lot of credit for making that play. I mean, you have to have a lot of concentration to make that. You know, because I was also watching a little bit of NFL films with the Immaculate Reception game. I don't know if any of you guys remember that one.
The drive with a carry by Jones.
And Jones doesn't even get a yard. In fact, he lost a yard.
Right through that defensively. As he'll be hit and taken
and of course, Gregory, no relation to Gregory Blakely, gets a tackle for loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw.
2nd and 11. They get.
That's complete to Adams.
They get it to Adams.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able
Excuse
to
me.
hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
actually, you know what? I have a poll. Let me set up that poll.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
I mean, it'd have been one thing if it was a close game, then I'd be satisfied with it. But I want to hear what you guys think. So I'll let you vote on this one. And you have until the end of the game. So when the clock hits 0 at the end, then that's the end of the poll. So if the answer is no, of course we will not do it. But if the answer is yes, then we'll do it.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
All right, so Dallas will start at the 37, and now it's just a matter of how many yards, how many touchdowns is Prescott going to do. I mean, yeah, he has 2 interceptions, but his team is ahead. And, of course, you have Ezekiel Elliott just running roughshod on him.
Been one principal guy who's carried the thing and moved the game forward for them. Whoever has touched it is giving them good yardage. I think he's going to stay with that game plan. It takes the pressure off of him as a thrower.
Yeah, team effort, and they're winning on the scoreboard. A first down carry by Elliott.
And great stop there by number 51, as they only allow
Certainly a nice
2 yards, though.
The defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low. All
right, so far 5 people have voted, and looks like it's 80% of it. 80% of the people have voted yes so far. But we'll see if anyone else comes in and they vote.
168 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because
I mean, as far as, you know,
at their pace,
to go back to Zach Walker, who up until now, like, this is only his 2nd Super Bowl that he's ever made, and for Gregory and Crimson Ninja, I mean, this is their first Super Bowl, or at least for Crimson Ninja, this is his first Super Bowl. But for Gregory, this is only his 2nd, and in fact, this is his 2nd consecutive Super Bowl appearance. Hang on a moment. Yeah.
Here's Brian Anger now.
I thought someone was trying to call for me. And that's the first time that Dallas has been forced to punt. That's the first time. And the ball that'll be a touchback.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And, wow, nice 5-yard run there by Dylan.
Brandon, all things considered,
anyway,
they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain. Considering
I was talking about something, I just forgot about it. I'll have to get back to that in a moment.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All right, 2nd and 5. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was talking about... What? And another pick!
Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And Parsons Wow. I mean, give Parsons some credit. I mean, he read it perfectly, but, man, they're just pouring it on. Offensively and now defensively, too.
Think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with
that might as well be in the record books, just like in not record books, the annals of time. You know, along with Old Man Willie. Like I love Old Man Willie. Bonus points for anyone who knows where I got that from.
Against the Oakland Raiders and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember.
But yeah, that's definitely an Old Man Willie moment.
2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play.
35-3.
Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings.
Right now, Kelly and Patty are just getting that table ready.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
I might have to, you know what? You guys are giving me some good ideas, I'll tell you one thing. Anyway, there you see Zach Walker, who, you know, of course, after this season, he's going to take some time off. Out of character, I hadn't seen him in the streams in a while, so I might have to phase him out for somebody else. You know, I hate doing that, but you know, you got to keep the horse moving, really.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff.
Wait, someone's hurt.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
That's Patty. Oh, Patty got hurt. Of course, a real good look at Patty as far as you know, with her helmet off. But yeah, I hope Patty's okay.
To get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah.
But yeah, Patty, are you okay?
Hasn't been working. Rodgers
anyway, well, they get another completion, does Rodgers, and they get to a 3rd and 1.
And he gets this up across the 35.
Of course, Dallas on the sideline very happy, and why would they not be? They've executed as well as... Really, they went into this Super Bowl knowing full well that if they can get turnovers and take advantage of them, they would be up. And sure enough, that's what they have done.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield.
And then, ooh, Neal's hurt.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
So now that's 1 per team. So now Neal has to go out of the game. But with his team already up, I don't think he's going to be too upset. But, I mean, obviously he wants to still be in there. But you know, the next man has to stand up. Or step up, rather. But Gregory, if you're still here, Mr. Blakely, how do you feel about this?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff.
They hand it off. Oh no, wait. Well, never mind. They only managed to get 2 yards on that one.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run.
Of course, the players on Green Bay not too happy with each other.
Okay, because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards left on.
I mean, credit to Vander Esch with, you know, the play calling. At least when it comes to, you know, off the sideline. And never mind.
Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
Great catch there by Mercedes Lewis.
And he'll get it inside the
And right now, Dallas
39.
celebrating, but I would caution them, don't celebrate too soon because it could come back to bite you. But the way that Dallas has been playing, I can see why they would be celebrating. All right, well, that's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, well, 10 minutes left to go. Down 32.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is
incomplete though.
Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, I totally see that.
This defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
I mean, again, you got to credit Dallas with how they've been doing.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
Great. That was probably their best offensive sequence on that play. So they do get a play, or they do get a first down. Excuse me. Good blocking there.
And that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Anyway, nice play there, but now it's just a matter of, well, what's the score going to be when it's over? You know, that's really what it's going to come down to.
Throw once more. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
Anyway, nice catch there by Lewis, who is the second tight end.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And Jones, did he get enough for the first down?
15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now.
He got enough.
16 times.
But, well, now it's just a matter if Green Bay can even score a touchdown at all. So far, Dallas has only given up a field goal.
15, it's 1st and 10.
I mean, when it comes to, you know, total destruction, when it comes to a blowout, the last time I've seen a game like this involving Dallas winning a Super Bowl, you have to go all the way back to Super Bowl 12 when they took on the Dallas, not the Dallas, sorry, when Dallas took on the Denver Broncos, especially during their Orange Crush years. Hey, what's up, Brandon Cuevas? But yeah, I do remember that that particular Super Bowl. That they took advantage of bad turnovers on the part of the Broncos.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Well, they finally get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
And Adams catching it.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
So great catch there by, you know, Adams, but, you know, too little too late, I have to say it. Look at them celebrating as if, you know, they just tied the game. Come on.
And he gets it to go to make
all right, well, now it's 35-10. Yeah, exactly, Patty.
Play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20.
All right, so they get it at the 22.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin.
All right, so Dallas takes over.
Title within reach now as they
but yeah, how's it going, Brandon? How you doing?
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they hand it off. They faked a jet sweep. They only get 4 yards on that.
Coming up. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its face.
But yeah, we have some.
Crazy,
but yeah, I do have something big planned as far as Fire Pro.
Where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They hand it off, but of course now they finally found a way to stop Elliott, but again, too little too late.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Of course, if now in the case of Dallas, you got to make this 3rd down conversion here. Otherwise, you might just give Green Bay a little bit of hope. That's the last thing you want to do, is to give the other team hope. So you got to get this. And did he get enough? Oh, 4th and inches. Whoa!
First down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I mean, great stop there by Stokes, but 4th and inches. Kind of incredible.
Fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
And let's see, is Dallas going to go for it, or are they going to kick it away?
Here's Brian.
They're going to kick it away.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
All right, so he kicks it, and Patty catches it.
Taken in at the 22.
Patty gets away.
That'll be a 43
but they get it to the 32.
A net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And after the early struggles, we've seen the uptick in his numbers. Do you think maybe it was a meeting on the sideline to say, hey, get me the ball. I'm a key part of this offense.
Those guys don't wait to get to the sidelines. They say it in on every snap, get them the ball. But I think what happens is, similar to a great running back,
again, I'm kind of at a loss for words, folks.
And just know that over
I really am.
the game, your talents are
but one thing I am looking forward to really is the draft, and especially hanging out with, like, if Blaise McCoy is going to do a stream, whether it's the audio version of the draft, or whether it's an LTD show based around the draft. I would have had some blocking guys. I could have gone further. Yeah, I probably would have. And Rodgers going to run. And without a doubt, his best run. But I'm like, where was that earlier?
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think
if this score holds up, then it matches Super Bowl I. Oh, yeah, that's right. The only real difference was that Green Bay had beaten the Chiefs 35-10.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Huh?
And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All right.
That was a fun one to watch.
Sorry about that. Anyway, nice play there by Green Bay.
And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Rodgers.
Rodgers gets it. Another 1st down.
And they'll work mark it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And there you see Crushing Kelly, who is, clearly frustrated, and why would she not be?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And they get it to who?
That's complete.
That was to who was that?
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle.
I believe that was number 13, but I didn't see who caught that. Was that Valdez-Scantling?
Get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Yeah, exactly, Patty.
Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly
And they got
pickup.
a bit short of of the touchdown, but they got it to the 1. Second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
And Dallas making some audibles. Let's see what they do.
And goal. Rodgers.
And they do, in fact, get the touchdown.
Touchdown. Green Bay.
Oh, 13 is Lazard, but it was Devontae Adams with a catch. So it's 35-16. So Green Bay is getting close, but not enough time to make a real play, unfortunately. Although, wait a minute, we have a booth review here. Yeah, very rough indeed, Mr. Joshua James. And if this poll holds up, we might just have a Fire Pro stream right after this, Mr. James. I appreciate our efforts, but I still blame Rodgers. Yep.
They're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
It should count.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown.
All right, so it is a touchdown.
Review, so they had it right. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
All right, so the extra point is good, so now it's 35-17.
So that lines up
Hashtag Fire Rodgers.
And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Of course, I would be remiss if I overlooked the likes of Zach Walker, who is in his second consecutive Super Bowl, as is Gregory Blakely. But this time, it looks like they very well could win their first Super Bowl ring, and for Crimson Ninja to win his first Super Bowl ring in his first appearance. Well, they tried to go for an offside kick, but not enough, as Dallas may very well run it out.
They felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
All right, so now Dallas, let's see what they do to run out the clock, if at all.
And they'll begin by
and Prescott's going to try to keep the ball.
He won't find a ton of space.
And Prescott gets taken down by who else? Patty Chase. And Patty has 2 tackles.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
All right, 2nd and 8. 3 minutes and counting.
20th carry here for Elliott.
And, wow, 20 rushes for Elliott.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go
and Lowry
as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And, of course, Dallas going to try to run down the play clock and milk it for all of that it's worth, so it's understandable why they are doing that. A completion.
Man in stride, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him.
Hey, I made it in time to catch the end of the game. Hey, what's up, Crimson Ninja? Yeah, you had a couple of good catches there, but so far, really the MVP of this game, if I have to be honest, is Ezekiel Elliott, as he has ran for 2 touchdowns.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided.
And they're going to try to run it. And did they get enough?
34, good enough for the first.
And it is good enough for the first down to keep it going.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit.
But yeah, how's it going, Crimson Ninja? And I have to think that you have to feel great.
I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout.
Well, in the case of our 3 star players, Zach Walker, Gregory Blakely, and James Crimson Ninja Cleghorn, they're going to win their first Super Bowl ring.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run.
Oh, I did not mean to end the poll prematurely, but oh well.
Okay.
I accidentally misclicked it, but that's my fault there. But otherwise, yeah, it was a close poll there. Or not a close poll, it was a definitive poll. All right. Well, it doesn't look like Green Bay's going to call timeout just out of spite, though. I think they realize it's over.
To become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And that's it.
And
the game is over.
Hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL.
And for Dallas, they win it. They become,
for the victors, getting to
for the first time in over,
we've talked to guys
like,
that have done it, and they say
close to like 40, no, not 40. Close to 30 years it's been since Dallas last won the Super Bowl, but they win it, and really though, had Green Bay won, that would have been their 2nd Super Bowl in the Madden series.
The task, incredible, but the accomplishment.
But congratulations to Gregory, to Zach, and to James Crimson Ninja Cleghorn. But I think it's time for Rodgers to get the table. But yeah, the Cowboys, they went in there and they took care of business. And the player of the game is Micah Parsons with an interception and with a pick 6 actually. Although really you should have just given it to Ezekiel Elliott or Prescott. But still, they're happy to take it. I mean, of course, Van Der Esch had a great play himself when it came to that interception sometime during this game. But yeah. Because both quarterbacks were in the 80s when it came to the rating, but So while they both had 2 touchdowns, Rodgers had 1 interception too many. And triple gets together with Patty and Clinton and triple power bombs Rodgers through a table. Yeah. And Prescott, well, he was also pretty bad himself, but he made just enough plays to get the job done. But really, this guy should have been the one that should have gotten the MVP. 189 yards, averaging 8 yards plus per carry, and 2 touchdowns. That's the guy who really should have gotten it. And as far as Gregory, I mean, he got 5 catches and a touchdown reception. Can't beat that. And then James, he got himself 18 yards on 2 catches. And Crushing Kelly, unfortunately, didn't get enough targets towards her, as she only managed to get 1 for 3 yards. I mean, that's just not going to get it done. I mean, Crushing Kelly barely, if ever, got any plays towards her, which would explain why she didn't do as well as she could have. It was just the fact that Rodgers was just being, Rodgers didn't do a good job of it. And of course, Luka Patrick unfortunately gets the L for the fact that he allowed a sack. 1 is better than none, absolutely. And in fact, Osa, I can't pronounce his last name, but he's the one that got a sack. Micah Parsons got a pick 6. Amos got a pick, but that's all. That's about as much as he could get. As far as kick returns, yeah, I mean, as far as kick returns, I mean, she got 150 yards and 10 punt return yards as well. But nonetheless, though, that's just the stats. But congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys, as they have won, and for Crimson Ninja, Gregory, and Zach Walker. I just want to say congratulations to you guys, but also congratulations to Dallas. I mean, they went in as the underdog. They hadn't proven anything going into this season, and they showed that they wanted to be the champs. I cannot make it any plain and simple. There were a couple of occasions where I'd have thought they were going to lose, but Dallas, I mean, they took care of business, plain and simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, between now and when we get to Fire Pro, I'm going to take a little quick break, but I will see you guys in just a moment for Fire Pro. But from all of us here, as far as the football show the Madden show is concerned, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And by the way, I will be doing a special Friday night on Madden 22, especially on the second day of the draft, IRL, to do the Madden draft for Season 10. I just wanted to point that out. But until then, I will see you on Fire Pro. I'll see you then. Peace.